you want to upgrade or rewrite or anything like that, I repeat, do not upgrade in November. I'm telling you now, don't upgrade in November, and here's why. Pause. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Siba, and yeah, this is basically my YouTube channel. I don't know if I should say welcome or welcome back, because like you don't know who's gonna be watching this video. But anyway, this is a very like unplanned video. I was just sitting down and I was like, instead of doing nothing, let me do a video and kind of like give you guys some information. So I know right now is like the time where results have come out and people are like waiting for uni acceptance letters and all of that jazz, and I want to tell you guys a story and basically like help people, especially people who are in matric right now, or people who are going to matric or going to be in matric, whatever the case may be, or if you're in matric last year, whatever the case may be. I feel like this video is going to help you, and it's just basically to motivate you and try and help you, because my babe, I was alone in this last year and I had to deal with it on my own. So if you come across this video, I hope it helps, and yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see by the title, I'm basically going to be telling my upgrading story and how I upgraded my results and got into university. So I just have like a couple of points that I'm going to talk about. This isn't going to be a long video because I don't have time to be yapping. So I'm going to talk about my matric results throughout the year. I'm basically going to talk about maths because maths was basically the only problem. So maths from grade 10, guys, like my maths was never good. Like I was just never performing well or performing as well as I should have. And sorry, I take all the blame, because I remember in grade 10 I would sit in maths and I'd just be daydreaming while my teacher was like teaching and all of that. So that definitely had an effect on my marks and my results, because obviously if I'm not focusing in class, I'm not going to remember anything that the teacher was talking about during the lesson, right? So this started in grade 10. I chose pure maths and I was struggling. I think at the end of grade 10, let me actually check so that I'm not talking false stuff here. At the end of the year for mathematics, for grade 11, for my maths, I had 44%, guys. I got 44%. So those were the results that I had to apply with, and I was very limited to which courses and which degrees I could apply to, because obviously my maths marks are low. They don't even meet the minimum requirements. So naturally most universities declined me. Like a lot of universities rejected me, and I didn't apply to a lot of universities. If you're watching this, don't do that. Don't be like me, my babe. Don't be like me. I remember I didn't pay the application fee at Wits. I didn't apply at Rhodes, and it's just a lot of stuff. Like you can't rely on the big universities. I'm telling you right now, I'm a babe. This isn't even on my list, but I have to talk about it. If you think you can apply to UCT, Wits, UP, and then UJ, and you think you're sorted, my babe, wake up. Like wake up. I'm telling you right now, wake up, because reality is when your results come out, they're not going to accept you. But anyway, my matric year was difficult on me mentally, emotionally, like everything. Like it was just such a tough year. I was always sick during exams. I remember during my trials, I missed my trial exams, and I had to come home because that's how sick I was. Like anyway, so my matric year was like very, very difficult. Like I was just not okay. And I remember at the beginning of matric in March, I sent my mom a message being like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can go to uni because I'm not mentally ready for university. And I think so valid. Like 18-year-old me was so valid. But anyway, let's talk about my matric maths results. I'm speaking about maths because one, that's a subject a lot of people struggle with, and two, that's the subject that I flop. Anyway, in term 1 I got 62%, basically because it was a government paper, a department. I don't know why I keep saying government, but it was a departmental paper and a the school paper, and it was 50-50. The school papers were a lot more difficult, and this paper was just like an assessment, so everyone passed. So that's how I got 62%. Turn 2 came around, I think I got like 39% or something. Turn 3 came around, probably the same thing. Then obviously my matric results. So I finished matric, and then January comes, and we get our results. My baeb, I look at my statement because I was here at home and someone sent me the paper and I saw that I got a bachelor's and a distinction. So I'm sitting here at home and I see, okay, bachelor's, my baeb, I've passed. So I get to school, I get to PNB, and I look at my statement and I see a whopping 39%. So me and that 39% was staring at one another and we're like, what are we gonna do? So now on the day, I'm waiting for universities to accept me, and I'm like praying and hoping. Don't know why I was so delusional thinking I'd get into uni. Well, some people do. Please don't say Siba said this, but I'm just speaking from my experience. No university supported that 39%, especially because what I had applied for, the requirements were like a level 5 in maths. So now I'm like, hey, what's gonna happen? Decline letters start coming in, my baeb. Decline. UJ decline me, UCT decline me, Stellies didn't even bother responding. So now we're sitting with rejection letters, and I'm like, what am I gonna do now? I'm done with matric. What am I gonna do now? What's next? So after a couple of like days of thinking, I was eventually like to my mom, you know what? Let me rewrite. Thank God I didn't rewrite. So we go to Pretoria CBD and we look for Indawo to rewrite. My baeb, no advice. Pretoria CBD is 30 minutes away from where I stay. I wouldn't have been able to travel 30 minutes every single day, back and forth. So that wasn't an option. Like I couldn't go to Pretoria CBD. So I'm like, okay, I don't have a school to rewrite at. I don't know where I'm going to rewrite. Eventually, my mom one day comes back and she's like, I saw this board of the school and they're advertising that they take part-time students. Praise be to God that she saw that. The name of the school is Abbott's College. I'm just gonna put it here. They have a lot of branches, guys. Pretoria, Centurion, Rondebosch, Joburg South. I don't know where the other one is, but they have a lot of branches. So basically what they do is they're a high school, but they also take part-time learners. So if you're a part-time student, you're upgrading your results, you're not rewriting. They do not allow rewrites. Let me just quickly explain the difference. So rewriting, it's just your mark that you get when you go and write. That mark that's without your SBA, according to my knowledge. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And then upgrading, what I did, your whole SBA changes. So you write tests, you write assessments, you write your trials, and you write your finals, as well as your June results, so your June exams. So that's what I did. I upgraded, which I feel gave me a better advantage because I was able to start over completely. Because my SBA from matric, my baeb, no, it was really bad. So I went to the school, they enrolled me, and I started going to school. So I'd wake up when I had lessons and I'd go home when I'm done with my lessons. And I picked up, okay guys, I'm so sorry, I had to change the camera angle because my camera was overheating when I was shooting in 4K. But anyway, back to results and what I was talking about. So basically, matric results come out, yeah, whatever. My mom sees the board and I start attending at the school, and I picked up an extra subject. Like, thank you to God for me picking up that extra subject, and I'll tell you why. So my accounting mark was extremely low in at the end of matric. So when you're applying, universities take the 6 best subjects. They don't take any extra subjects. And the subject that I took, I ended up taking, why am I not breathing? Breathe. I ended up taking tourism as an extra subject, and that was like the best decision I could have ever made. So I took tourism and I just got distinction after distinction, and it was my first time doing the subject, so it was really like I'm eating this up. Anyway, So application time comes and all the universities, this is now 2024 after I've matriculated in my year of upgrading. So now universities are like, okay, I apply, and then the universities get back to me and say, we'll reply when you get your final results. So here's where I come in. If you want to upgrade or rewrite or anything like that, I repeat, do not upgrade in November. I'm telling you now, don't upgrade in November, and here's why. So universities lie to me and tell me we'll get back to you in Jan when we receive your results. Cool. I write my exams in November, and I finish. And then so results day comes around and I receive my results. And in maths, in 2023 I had no, why am I lying to you? In 2023 my mark was 40%. I went for a remark. It was first 39%, then I went to 40% after the remark. And then when I upgraded this year, it came back as 63%, so a 23% increase. And then for tourism I got 87%. So now my accounting was scrapped. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys the stats. Anyway, results day comes around, I get my results, I passed really well, everything was good. But now time for universities. Here's the problem with upgrading or rewriting in November. When you rewrite in November, the universities do not get your results. That's a sad reality, or they get them late. In my instance, they did not receive the results. I had to send them my results. And that's the problem, because in January, universities are usually busy with applications and all of that jazz. Like, so their emails are like pumped. So you're probably not going to get a response. And yeah, that's the sad reality. I can't help you with that. So what I did, when I got my results, I emailed every single university I applied to. I emailed them my certified copy of my results, and I sent it to them. And so stay focused. I sent it to them. So yeah, and then they were still not responding. So I was like, there's no way I'm taking a gap year again. I actually can't. I'll lose my mind. So I begged my mom. Thank God I live in Pretoria. So I begged my mom for her and I to go to Joburg, and we dropped off my upgraded results at Wits and at UJ. Then they uploaded them onto the system. They confirmed that they did not receive the results from the Department of Education. That's just the sad reality of upgrading or rewriting. So cool, they upload them, and then the next day UJ accepts me. And but they accepted me for something that I didn't want to do. They accepted me for information management. So then I'm like, okay, I'll try and switch to information systems once I'm inside. It's okay. So my mom pays registration at UJ and everything is sorted. Come back later on that day and have an acceptance at Wits. So I accept that offer, and yeah, so basically I'm going to Wits. But I'm just here to let you guys know, if you need to upgrade or whatever the case may be, like, do it. Like, don't be scared to do it. Don't feel like, oh my gosh, my peers are going to be a grade above me or a year ahead of me or whatever the case is. Like, do your own thing. If you feel like your marks aren't enough for you to get you into that course that you want to do, go upgrade, go rewrite. But I would genuinely suggest that you upgrade in June. Although you don't have a lot of time to prepare, if you lock in real hard, I'm telling you, Mr. Naz, you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. And you'll pass really well. That way you can send your results, because the results come in August. That way you can send your results, your upgraded results, to universities, and universities have your results and they can give you a firm offer within the year when you're upgrading. Whereas when you upgrade in November, you don't really have a choice, my babe. No, my babe. Like, literally, do not stress about it. If you don't get good marks, you can simply go and rewrite. But all I advise you to do is to rewrite in June instead of November, because it's extremely difficult. Especially if you're someone who lives like far away from the universities you applied to. It's not going to be easy for you to go and give them your results so that they can be updated on the system. Like, it's really not difficult. and I'm only sharing my story because it could help someone, it could motivate someone, it just could help anyone, you know. And I know how I felt this time last year, seeing all my peers move to university, doing this, doing that. And last year was literally the most depressing year of my life, because I just felt like everyone is doing something and I'm just stuck. I'm still in grade 12 basically, you know. But don't feel that way. Like, do your own thing. And yeah, that's actually like all the advice that I can give you and how I can help you. If you need like any more help or anything else, you can leave a comment, you can do whatever. Oh my gosh, you can do, oh my goodness guys. So yeah, if you need any help, any assistance or whatever, I'll do the best that I can do to help you. And I know someone else's rewrite story might be different. I don't know anything about how you rewrite. All I know is how I upgraded. But I do know when you rewrite, you have to go sign up to register at the Department of Basic Education near you, whatever the case may be. I think I've given you guys all the information I have, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend going to Abbott's College. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I highly recommend it, guys. They have a lot of branches, and a lot of branches in like central areas and stuff. So yeah, and also it's around like this year it's 15,000 for the whole year for you to be a part-time student. So guys, I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video, and I hope I was able to help you, to motivate you, whatever the case may be, my babe. I'll see you next time. Bye.